Hola, buenos dias, and welcome back to my channel. It's so good to be back. I've been gone the past few weeks on a mission trip in Mexico. I did get videos up still weekly, pre-recorded, but I have missed recording videos for you guys. I've been excited to get this video recorded just to update you guys on life and all these sorts of things. It's currently, if I look a little different, 6 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. I've never recorded a video at this time or even this close to my normal upload schedule. But even this week has been so busy getting back into work and all these different things going on. Life has been hectic. But I really wanted to get a video up this week. I had really hoped that while I was in Mexico, I could have worked on some writing to get some new videos, kind of back burner ones to be ready to post when I got back, but things were just so busy when we were there on the trip between all the people that we were talking to, all the activities that we were doing. I forgot how good Netflix is in Mexico. Almost everything is on there, so I was very distracted with that, and I was like, okay, we'll get to it. We'll do it when we get back. So now I am back. Regular content will be returning next week. For now, I just wanted to update you on life. I've gotten a bunch of Blu-rays the past few weeks, so I'd do a little bit of a collection update too, which I've never really done before. So let's jump right into it. So, for the first 2 weeks of July, I was on a mission trip in Mexico. My wife and I go to Saltillo, Mexico every summer, and we work with the local university there, helping to tutor conversational English for students there. We started a few years ago. We go with an organization called WGM, and we have absolutely loved it. And we eagerly look forward to going every year, meeting new people, having new experiences. And this year was no different. We enjoyed every minute of it. It's always kind of bittersweet coming back home because we love the people there. They're such close friends that we almost consider family now, but we're always excited to come back as well. And now with my channel, that's another thing for me to look forward to in coming back as well. As I mentioned with Netflix in Mexico and how much better it is movie-wise, I've been very busy the past couple weeks watching stuff. Just on the way down the trip, I rewatched Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which I personally own, and then I also watched Spider-Man Into the SpiderVerse again. I had seen that before in the theaters, and I had kind of okay mixed feelings on it the first time I watched it. So when I heard that they were putting it on Netflix, I wanted to check it out again, because it was pretty much universally loved, and I was like, why didn't I love it as much as everyone else? And in my rewatch, I will say I enjoyed it significantly more. I think the overhyped kind of culture around the movie kind of not necessarily soured it for me, but I just didn't like it as much because of that. So I will say I definitely enjoyed it much more the second time around. It's definitely one of the best Spider-Man movies, I think. I still didn't love the interpretation of Kingpin and a few other minor things, but overall, great movie, and I highly recommend if you have Netflix. I also finally saw Don't Breathe, which is like a horror thriller movie about a bunch of teenagers who break into houses and steal from them, and they break into this one guy's house who's blind and lives by himself. It's a really cool interpretation of like a straight up monster movie of, instead of being a monster, it's this guy who's like ex-military, blind, and just completely lethal. It's a really cool movie. I'm so glad I finally got to watch it. That's one of the ones that was on Netflix down there, and I highly recommend that one if you are into that kind of a movie. The big one right now, I saw Spider-Man Far From Home while we were in Mexico. Awesome story behind this. You can see movies a lot cheaper as far as the conversion from American dollar to pesos down there. And we saw Spider-Man Far From Home for like $1.82 a ticket. And it was completely worth it, obviously, because tickets are so much more in the States. They also had this food there called Dorito popcorn. I'll put a picture of it here on screen, and it was delicious. I don't know if you can even get it in the States. It was so good, and we thoroughly enjoyed that, as well as alongside that $1.82 ticket to see Spider-Man. We went to see the movie with a group of our friends that we have met at the university over the years, and absolutely loved it, all of us. And I think it's definitely top 10 MCU movies for me. It might even be top 5. I don't know. I've never done a real full ranking of the MCU. Another movie I finally watched while I was down there is Children of Men by Alfonso Cuarón. And I've been wanting to see this one for a while because I've been getting into his movies lately. I saw Gravity. I've not seen Roma yet. There's another one I feel like, but I don't remember because it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm still waking up. So I finally saw Children of Men. I thought it was a great movie. Absolutely gorgeous cinematography, phenomenal storytelling. This guy is an excellent director. If you've not checked out any of his movies, I highly recommend them. They're really perfect examples of just really good movies and really good storytelling. Another one I watched also on Netflix was Ghost in the Shell, the one that they remade. Well, not really remade. They did like the live action from based off the manga and anime with Scarlett Johansson. I've been wanting to see it since it came out. I know nothing about the anime or the manga, but it kind of always intrigued me. I had seen stuff of the manga and anime before, but not actually like watched it or read it. And then when the trailers came out, I was like, this looks like an interesting story. So I checked it out and I watched it. It wasn't great. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It was still enjoyable, but even not knowing anything about the source material, I still felt like it was lacking in areas as far as like development and stuff. So even if coming from someone who knows nothing about the source material, I could kind of see through the cracks and kind of the weaknesses of the movie, but I still enjoyed it overall. I finally saw the original Blade Runner, and for you Blade Runner fans out there, I watched the final cut. They had that one on Netflix down there. I saw Blade Runner 2149 a month or two ago, and I overall enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a little confusing because obviously I watched them out of order, and I finally saw Blade Runner the final cut. Unfortunately, I don't know if it was just me. I have heard that this movie requires multiple viewings, 2 to 3 times, to really fully appreciate and understand the story and everything that this movie has to offer. I gave it like 2.5 out of 5 stars because I completely appreciate what they were doing with that movie. The world building is amazing for especially the time period. The special effects are really good, and I think they still hold up to today. But as far as the story and all that goes, I felt like it was very slow, definitely a slow burn, and I felt very bored at times. And even at the end, I know it's a little kind of ominous, ambiguous of an ending. Ominous, I don't know if that's the right word. But I didn't really get it, which I've heard you don't really get it the first time, and you need to watch it multiple times. So I do plan to go back and watch it eventually. I'm not sure when yet, but I would like to know your thoughts. If you want to let me know down below, have you seen Blade Runner? What are your thoughts on the movie? How many times do I need to watch it before I'll actually fully understand this film? And lastly, one of the last movies that I watched while I was in Mexico was... I'm not really going to say the word because it's kind of a bad word and I don't want to say it here. So Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious B-word movie. I had not seen this before. I did start it, what was it, like 5 or 10 years ago. I started the movie and I got maybe like 15 minutes in, and this was before I really got into film and how, my appreciation for it. So I got kind of bored in the first 15 minutes. I know I'm stupid. I was stupid. And so I've been wanting to go back to it. When I found out it was on Netflix in Mexico, I was like, okay, this is it. I'm going back and I'm watching this. And oh my goodness, Quentin Tarantino. His dialogue is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know how I got bored the first time watching it. That tells you how much I didn't really understand and appreciate filmmaking. The movie was incredible. Completely unexpected in so many different ways of how the story unfolded, where it left everything. I won't spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but my goodness, this was an excellent movie. Christoph Waltz is in it. He's one of my favorite actors. I've always said my favorite role of his is Django Unchained. This movie might have changed that. I need to rewatch Django so I can really compare the two and decide which one of Christoph Waltz's roles is my favorite in those. Since I have been back to the States, I did go see Spider-Man Far From Home again because we saw it so cheap while we were in Mexico. We had to go see it again. And my wife's sister had not seen it and wanted to check it out. So of course, if you have seen Far From Home, which I'm sure most people have at this point, huge spoilers for even just talking about the movie. So I definitely plan on going into kind of an analysis video of everything that I really, really loved in this movie. Now that I've seen it twice, I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of it because you take everything in the first time, just like with most movies, but especially this one, you really gained a lot more from a second watch through. So I've watched it twice now, and I definitely plan on doing kind of an analysis video slash review type thing coming up sometime in the next couple of weeks. I was hoping to get it up this week, but like I said, life got in the way. It's been so busy. I haven't had time to really sit down and write to work on anything for videos yet. So hopefully that'll be coming out soon. I also plan on getting back into my Lord of the Rings series soon as well, because that has been thoroughly enjoyable for me. Oh, also, one of the videos that I shared on when I was in Mexico, my steelbook collection, my steelbook collection that I shared while I was gone, it was the first week that I was gone, has quickly become the second most viewed video on my channel. It blew up. It's got almost 200 views as of now and is still still quickly climbing. It's almost past my John Wick Explained video, which has been the most viewed video on my channel for a long time. Based on how fast it's been gaining views, I'm sure it's going to be passing John Wick very soon. I did not expect the video to blow up that much. It's been so exciting to watch the views just continually come in for that movie. I really enjoyed putting that one together. I love showing off my collection and different aspects of it. So thank you to everyone who has checked out that video. If you have not, I'll put it in the card at the end of this video so you can watch it. It's really fun. I loved making that one. All right, and now for some collection updates that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. We recently had Prime Day, which is a huge sale that Amazon does every year. I don't always love it, but I usually find some good movies along the way. So I actually picked up Bumblebee. I got for 10 bucks. I don't know if it was part of the Prime Day sales, but I saw it for $10 and I was like, no, I'm not passing that up. This is the best Transformers movie made yet. So I got that one. It came with the Blu-ray, digital, and DVD. It also came with a comic too. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. It all just came in the mail yesterday. If you haven't seen Bumblebee, for some reason a lot of people that I know have not seen this. I definitely recommend it. It's definitely the best one yet, and you should check it out. Next, and this one I did not get for Prime Day. I got this a week or two before I left. I ordered this at the beginning of June on Facebook, and it didn't come till like the end of the month. Get Out, Jordan Peele's first horror movie that he did. It's an excellent movie. I watched it for the first time a couple months ago. I rented it from the library and loved it, wanted to buy it. I found it on sale for $5 on Amazon. I'd been on my list for a while, and as soon as it dropped to $5, I was like, here we go. And it's funny because I saw it on sale for Prime Day too, and it was on sale for like $7 or $8, and I was like, I already got that one for an even better deal. And for my big Prime Day haul, I upgraded my Harry Potter DVDs to Blu-ray. I found an excellent deal. These are what I've had for the past few years, the 2-year DVDs. So each one's 2 different years, except for the last one, Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. I got these when they first started coming out with them at Walmart, and I had only seen about half the movies, and I wanted to check them all out. So I picked them up one at a time, and I watched 2 movies at a time and got through those. And then I was so mad, like 2 months after I finished them, they started releasing the same things on Blu-ray for like $2 more. Because you can get those for like $12, and now they released the Blu-ray 2-packs for like $14 each. I was so mad. So when I saw Harry Potter was on sale for Prime Day, I was like, ooh, let's see what the price is. So I got my absolutely beautiful Harry Potter 8-movie collection for $28, I think, on Prime Day. Totally worth it, and I found someone to buy my Harry Potter DVDs already, so I pretty much got these upgraded for free, so I'm so excited to have these in my collection. I really enjoy these movies. They're not my favorite as much as like Lord of the Rings or Star Wars probably, but I still thoroughly enjoy them. They're excellent storytelling. I think those are all my updates. Thank you for checking out this video. I know it's a little different from my normal content going up, even compared to my collection and hauls videos that I did a couple weeks ago while I was gone. I have missed making videos since I pre-recorded those. It's been like 3 weeks, almost a month since I've made a video. And it feels so good to get back in front of you. And I'm so thankful for everyone who has checked out my videos while I was gone and is still watching my content. Be looking forward to new stuff coming to the channel soon. Like I said, Spider-Man, we'll be talking about Spider-Man Far From Home, some Lord of the Rings, and more great stuff coming soon. Once again, it is good to be back, and if you are looking to dig deeper and go further to better understand faith, film, and everything in between, you're in the right place. Consider subscribing to my channel to check out a new video every week, and I'll see you in the next one.